Hello all, this is Gerd Zeller from Zeller Presscontrol Systems, and at the moment I am starting a new project with Siemens TIA Portal V17. It is a complete machine programming project that I just do at a customer, and I just thought I'm gonna give you and me the chance to introduce how I program this step by step with all the do's and don'ts that I know and all the good things and probably the bad things that will happen on a project like that. And well, I do not want to lose too many words and get started with a just new project which I will create in the portal view, which you can see here on the screen. And we will start with creating a new project, and I will call this just actually it's for a customer, but um, I will not public the name of the customer, so I will just call this tutorial YouTube, and later on I will change the name to wherever the customer will be. And as the next thing, you can see it's asking you for the path where you save the project. Excuse me, I will put this on my cloud system where I made a folder for tutorials and the Siemens S7, and I put it here right in the PLC. So you will have to excuse me since I am German. My Windows system is in German, so you probably find some German names in my file system which you should not be bothered about. Okay, so I put it in the function PLC. This is the path where you save your project, and then just go ahead and create that. You can put an author in there, and you can put also a comment in there, which I say just tutorial tutorial project for Siemens TIA V17 YouTube. All right, and then push the create button on the right side here, and your project will be created. All right, so once this is created, I will just move over to the project view. That to me seems to be the better way to navigate in the project. So in the project view, you can change. If you go to the lower left corner, there is this little button here that says project view. If you push that, we will go over to the project view, and then you will have your project window right here where you have the project tree. Here you will be navigating through your whole project, including your PLC, the HMI, and whatever else comes up. And on the right side here, you will see this screen changes accordingly to whatever action we take on this project tree. So in order to start, first we will be needing a CPU, and I do this project with a CPU S7-1200, so that's the small CPU from Siemens. So I will go and push this button, add new device, and I made a Excel sheet where I put my PLC structure and signal flow already in from the hardware drawing. The hardware drawing is existing on the ePlan platform, which is not completely done yet, but I will not bother about this. So the CPU will be the 6ES 7-1200 1HG0XB. So we can go over and select the new device that we pushed here, and we will open the controller. You can also see the HMI, which we will add on later, and there is also a section for the PC systems. I will just go to the controller and implement the controller that I use. So we have, I think it should be under the 214 DC, DC, DC. Just go ahead and double check that again. It's the 1AG40XB0. So that's this one right here with the firmware version 4.5 and the article number, which we have also on the Excel sheet, and then push OK, and then we will see the CPU popping up, and this is the first step to do when you start programming with the TIA portal. So once this little circle is done turning its ways, you can see the CPU popping up here, and then you have to go through these settings that you can preset, and we can just go through this. And actually it says here the protection of confidential PLC data. I usually unmark this here or uncheck this here and set this up later on, so it's easier to work with the projects during the programming and commissioning process. So this will be in a later explanation video. So I will just uncheck this, and then we just go through step by step, push the next button, and then we will have a section that says only secure PGPC communication allowed, which is also okay. The PLC access protection will also be done later on. So you can select which access you want to give, or you want to give the user that probably later on works with the project. You can give a full access, a read-only access, an HMI access, and this will also be done later on. So we will have the full access, and then push the next button, and then we see the overview. Protection or confidential data is disabled. Mode is the only secure communication allowed, and the PLC access protection is fully allowed. Full access is allowed. So push the finish button, and then we have set up the CPU itself, and then you can see on this screen right here, you see the numbers on here, the 1 through 9. That means you can now put additional input and output modules or communication modules on this setup, which will be shown in a later video. And this is it for now. This is just for starts, and I will see you in the next video when I assign more input and output modules, and we also will be assigning the first addresses. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.